Yo, what's going on, everybody? Got an 80s sample today. I watched one of Linda Son's latest videos and got inspired to go through and chop up some 80s joints. If you aren't familiar with Linda Son, you need to check out his channel. It's really fire. It's really dope. He's got a lot of really dope beats. Going through and finding the chops that I am feeling. There's a whole intro part of this. I don't know if this song was kind of programmed, kind of like today's songs are, like not having a live band, but there was a whole like 12 bar section without a bass line and without, you know, a whole lot of drums. So I chopped that up and wanted to use these vocal chops for sure. And on this top row, I just went over and, you know, used the full mix because I ran out of space from the intro. And there's a lot of vocals in here that I wanted to use as well, so I mean, kind of forced to use the full mix. Go through and really no set thing. I'm just kind of listening for stuff that I like. The melody and stuff in the song kind of just repeat over and over again, so there's really not a lot of like variation, so I could stick within like the first beginning part of the sample. And I'm doing something a little bit different that I've been doing on this channel. I'm kind of going more up tempo, kind of doing something like for that like Larry June would rap over. So it's a little bit faster tempo and 808 drums, you know, just kind of a switch up and kind of a spring summer type feel. It was nice out that day, so I mean, I wanted to make something bright and sunny, you know what I mean? I think this BPM is in like the 90s, like 92 or 93, something like that. Can't remember exactly what it was. But for the first pattern, I was going through and I was just kind of playing stuff, seeing if anything jumps out at me. And I started to hear like a little inkling of something in there, but everything was kind of real quiet, so I just selected everything and just took that native compressor that's on Machine and just compressed everything up to like probably like 70%, just to level out everything. And you hear I'm messing with the pitch a little bit, but of course that timing is not online at all. I know there's something there, but I'm really kind of struggling to put the pieces together in the correct order. And that's where it started to really start coming together. And now it sounds like something like Dom Kennedy would rap over. This sounds like a Dom Kennedy joint. I've been listening to a lot of like the West Coast stuff like that. Dom Kennedy, Larry June. Been listening to a lot of Pac Div. I've been going back to Pac Div's catalog, and there was a lot of Pac Div joints that I missed. I don't know why. It was just their album came out like that era where there wasn't streaming and you had to buy albums on iTunes and everything, and had to be selective. I was in college whenever all that was coming out, so I had to be selective about what I was buying because I had no money. So, but now going back and listening to all those joints from that era that I missed, that has nothing to do with the beat, but just letting you know. So once I got that pattern, I mean, it's pretty simple, really. I mean, it kind of just repeats. And next I go through and I try to find something for the next pattern. And I know I wanted to use those vocal chops, but again, it's just figuring out where each piece needs to go. But this pattern came together a whole lot easier than the last one, just because I had that bass line, not as in like the bass, but bass line of the first pattern, of the similarity of how I wanted this one to come out. And just pitching it down a little, one more, just it just sounds better. I mean, really, that's all there is to it. And now back to the bass line, the real bass line. I really like that first part, the first 2 bars of this 4-bar loop, but I don't like the last bit at all. So what I'm actually doing, I don't have it, like I didn't go through and like pre-write it. So what I'm doing is I'm just going through and re-recording that last little bit, just deleting stuff and trying and experimenting. And I really like how that bass sounds. I think that's from Analog Dreams from Machine. I think it's free pack. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's free. I got it for free. I didn't pay for it. I know that. Listening back to the second one, again, I like the first part of it, but I may go back and I might change that up a little bit just because I kind of got distracted in the middle of this beat. So I might go through and I might go change this bass line after the fact, but I mean, for the purpose of this video, I think it sounds pretty cool. And now just going through and I'm putting on the side chain on the sample. Just kind of blends everything together, especially when you had that full mix of the sample, especially with these 80s samples where the drums were so loud. Side chain, yeah, I mean, it's almost necessary in my opinion, with my workflow at least. So, and I just think I think it adds another little element and layer to it. So, but yeah, I think it loops up pretty good. Would love to know your thoughts and opinions about this beat in the comments below. If you made it this far in the video, man, I really appreciate you all sticking around and listening to my rambling and just minutia. I mean, I know I go off on tangents sometimes, so appreciate the patience. So, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll let y'all listen to this joint, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.